What's going on, everybody? David here. Today we're talking travel reward credit cards, and today's card is the American Express, the refreshed green card. But first off, on this channel, we talk about inspiring people to travel more using points. If that sounds like something interesting to you, please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the little bell notification so you can get future updates on my videos. Okay, so we waited a few months, and they finally refreshed the American Express green card. So let's go ahead and take a look at the card. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at the card, and then I'm going to give you my opinion. And I'll put in some other little stuff in there too so you guys can kind of see what you're getting with the credits, because I think the credits are really where this card is a little weak. So let's just take a look. Okay, so looking at the first thing that I always like to look at is the annual fee. The annual fee on this card is $150. That is not waived the first year, so you do have to pay that up front. So just be aware of that. Sign-up bonuses. Now, the sign-up bonuses are pretty interesting. American Express always has these different incognito sign-up bonus, regular sign-up bonus, referral sign-up bonus. I wish they really would just put out 50,000 sign-up bonus across the board and not have us like trying to jump around and find referral links in order to get different sign-up bonuses. But the sign-up bonus that's standard on the website, when you just go, if you're not going in incognito, it's going to be a 30,000 sign-up bonus. That's after spending $2,000 within the first 3 months. You can get a referral sign-up bonus of 35,000 with I think it's a $150 away credit. And the standard one that's on the website is going to be a $100 away credit. We'll talk about the away credit in a minute. Now, you can also, some people have had success going into incognito mode, Google Chrome browser, and they're able to get a 45,000 sign-up bonus. So you just have to kind of dig around, get on Reddit or get on some of these different sites, and maybe you can find a link and get the 45,000. So just something to think about. But we're going to stick with the standard 30,000 because that's what's on the website when I open it up. So without any work, you're going to get 30,000. Now, looking at the away luggage. You get a credit. So this is part of your sign-up bonus. You're going to get a $100 credit. This $100 credit will go towards luggage, but it doesn't just have to be luggage. And let's take a look at away luggage just so you guys have an idea of what you're getting. So if you have a $100 credit, you're really looking at luggage that costs anywhere from $225 and up. Okay, so this is for carry-on, $225. Bigger carry-ons, $245. So you see that you're going to get that $100 credit, but you're still going to have to spend at least $125 out of pocket in order to get this luggage. Now, I will say I've never had this luggage before, but a lot of people are talking about the luggage. They really like the luggage. It has a good warranty. It's a lifetime warranty for the wheels and things like that. Stuff that's important. So if that kind of stuff breaks, you're definitely going to want to replace that. And if you have that lifetime warranty, you can go ahead and have that replaced and not have to buy more luggage. So there is something to be said when it comes to that. But just understand you're going to have to come out of the pocket in all situations that I've looked at. Actually, not all. Most situations that I've looked at, when you're buying something from away luggage, you are going to have to come out of the pocket. Now, there are some ways around it. One thing you can look at is don't get luggage, get bags, right? If you don't need luggage, there's no reason for you to get luggage. So look into their bags. You can get some bags for a little bit cheaper, $195, so you still have to come out of the pocket a little bit for this bag. These bags are all in the 200, so it's a little more expensive. Backpacks, and I know like some of this stuff you look at, you're like, wow, I'm going to pay $145 for a day pack, but $145 for a day pack, so you can look into that. One other thing to look into is just getting packing cubes or something like that. $45 for packing cubes. Okay, that qualifies. I can get some packing cubes. I think we all would want to get packing cubes if you travel a lot, and if you've ever used packing cubes, you'll probably be sold on that system. Other things to look at: you can get this garment sleeve here. You can get this little a little bag, put your toiletries and stuff like that in. So just some things to think about when it comes to away luggage. I don't really like that $100. Give me like a free piece of luggage, and then that's really good as a sign-up bonus. But just giving me that credit and not that credit doesn't really. It's not a full piece of luggage. I'm not a big fan of that. But American Express, they're always pulling out these credits that don't always make sense. So that in this case, this is no exception to the rule with American Express. Okay, looking at the earn possibility on this card, the earn possibility on this card is really good. I do like the earn possibility. There's one thing that I wish they would have done, and I'll talk about all that stuff at the very end, kind of my overall opinion. You get 3 points for every dollar spent on travel. Now, this includes hotels, transit, taxis, tours, and ride-sharing services. So, and more. There's other stuff too, like third party. So online, like if I go to Travelocity and I book something, I can get 3 points for every dollar spent. So they're really broadening that travel scope there. I like that. 3 points for every dollar spent is very good. So that does compete with the Chase Sapphire Reserve with that earn possibility there. You're going to also get 3 points for every dollar spent at restaurants. What? Worldwide, right? So before it was only U.S. with the American Express Gold, they caught so much flack on that. I'm sure they said, yes, this is going to have to be worldwide. So you get 3 points for every dollar spent. Now, this card, you know, when it comes to the restaurant category, you have the Amex Gold, and the Amex Gold has better. It's better. It's 4 points for every dollar spent. So it really kind of handicaps this card when it comes to that. Then you're going to get 1 point for every dollar spent on all other purchases there. Okay, looking at some of the other benefits here, we want to look at Lounge Buddy, right? So you get a $100 credit to Lounge Buddy. This is interesting, but it's not for everyone. Definitely not for everyone. If you travel a lot, like I travel at least 3 to 4 times per year, I use Priority Pass. On a trip, I'm using Priority Pass at least twice. So on that flight out, I'm using Priority Pass prior to going wherever I'm going. I like to get to the airport a little early, go to either get a restaurant credit with my Priority Pass or go to one of the lounges. So I'm going to use that lounge at least once. In most situations, it's going to be twice because on my flight back, I'm going to probably find a lounge to use. And if I have layovers in between, I might find a lounge to use. So let's say 2 to 3 times per trip. And looking at Lounge Buddy, we'll go over to their site. They're quoting here, they're saying it's starting at $25, right? So you get a $100 credit, and then you're going to get a you're going to get lounges that start at about $25. Okay, now they do go up. So I've seen them at $30, I've seen them at $40. So it just depends. It depends on that whole situation. Now, one thing that you want to do before you get this card, go to Lounge Buddy, type in whatever airport is near you or the airport that you fly out of, and find out if there are any lounges there. So looking at this, in Los Angeles, they don't have any lounges that are available, okay? So it says coming soon, so they'll have something in the future, but they don't have anything right now. That is one reason why I would be like, you know what? The lounge access is not really going to help me in this situation. So just something to think about. Go to Lounge Buddy, type in your nearest airport, and find out if you have any Lounge Buddy access in the area. Okay. So looking at that, let's see, you get the $100 credit. And like I said, if it starts at $25, it does go up. There's some that are even more expensive. You do want to see what you get, though, too. Some of the lounges will offer more. If it's a full-on meal and stuff like that, then maybe it makes sense. But I can use that up in one trip, if not 2 trips for sure. I can use that credit up. So just something to think about when it comes to that. All right, now looking at some of the other things, the other benefits here, we have the Clear. So we have Clear, $100 Clear credit, which I think this is good. I think they're on the right track with this. But what you want to do is you want to sign up for the Delta Sky Miles, or you want to sign up for United Mileage Plus. It's free to sign up, and by signing up, now you've dropped that clear cost down to $119 just for signing up for free. Now, if you have some type of status with either Delta or United, then you can drop it down to $109. And if you have top tier status with one of those airlines, then you can drop it down to $0. So you don't even have to worry about this whole $100 credit. But if you are in that neighborhood where it's $119 or $109, well, you get a $100 credit per year with Clear. So it does make sense to use this card and get that Clear credit. So That's one thing that I do like about it now. So what Clear does is Clear allows you to speed through the lines a little bit quicker than TSA PreCheck, but TSA PreCheck still I think is definitely good. Global entry is even better if you have global entry and TSA PreCheck. But when it comes down to it, that's what Clear does. It gives you a little bump it up in front. So you're going to go through their biometric system, then you'll go straight through to the front of the TSA PreCheck line. So that's pretty good. It's not a bad deal. And if you're signed up with United, if you're signed up with Delta, it really makes sense because you get that $100 credit. So really, you're only spending $20 or $9 in the situation if you have any status with one of those airlines. Okay, looking at some of the other benefits here. Okay, so you have the purchase flexibility, the payment and purchase flexibility. You have baggage insurance plan. So you get baggage insurance with this. So that's good. So they're now, I mean, the travel insurance is not the greatest, but they do give you some type of travel insurance. So that's good. I always recommend going third party. $35 or less, you can get third party travel insurance, and it will allow you to protect you when it comes to medical emergencies and stuff like that, because those are the important things. I could care less about my luggage getting lost or stolen. If that's the case, I can always replace that kind of stuff. But when it comes to your physical, self, you want to be able to protect yourself when it comes to that and have money in place or some type of insurance in place to take care of you if you were to get injured outside the country. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys my opinion, my overall opinion when it comes to this card. Now, I will not be getting the card. I'm going to tell you some of the reasons why. I will be getting some American Express cards in the future. Right now, I have Chase. I have the Chase ecosystem. I really like Chase cards. But I'm looking at the American Express Platinum and American Express Gold. I like how those cards work together. This card doesn't really work with those cards very well. As far as the green card working with the gold card, there's some things where they overlap. The restaurant credit, come on, you're getting, with the American Express Gold, you're getting 4 points for every dollar spent on restaurants. With the green card, you're getting 3 points for every dollar spent at restaurants. So I'm going to use the gold card in that situation. The travel is good. I do like the travel, and I like how they've broadened it. So you get 3 points for every dollar spent in a much wider category setup. So I do like that. But when it comes to cards working together, they're going to really be kind of bumping heads when it comes down to it. I don't really like that Lounge Buddy access. I think that is kind of just an afterthought. They throw that in there. Hey, let's give them a credit. Well, oh, you know what? We'll give them the Lounge Buddy credit. It's $100. It doesn't really do anything. The away credit, I'm not a big fan of like just giving me a credit just to give me a credit. Sign-up bonus, $100 credit to away luggage. Well, if you don't need luggage, it's not really anything that I probably wouldn't use it. And if I do use it, I'm going to buy something that I really don't need. Like I'll go buy some $45 packing cubes when I can get on Amazon and get it for a lot cheaper. And I already have packing cubes anyway, so I don't need any other packing cubes or anything like that. If I were to get luggage, I don't really need luggage, so I'd just be getting an extra piece of luggage just to have. Right now, I like Delcy luggage. That's the luggage that I use. I have carry-on, I have check, so I don't really need any luggage. So that credit doesn't really help me. So in my mind, the only really good thing about the card is the sign-up bonus, and then you have the earn possibility. But if you have some of those top-tier cards, the American Express Platinum, American Express Gold, you're probably not going to use this card very often. So that's something to think about too. So is this a card that you can get for long term? Probably not, because I would want to use that the American Express Gold card for the 4-point categories, and then the American Express Platinum card for airfare. So they don't really work together too well. So this is one of those cards you might get and have it for a couple of years and then get rid of the card, because you are paying a $150 annual fee every year. So you want to be able to try to make sure that you get all that value out of the card. So that's my opinion, but I'd love to know what you guys think. So please, down in the comments, are you getting the card? What do you think about the card? What do you think about the credits? Please post it down below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and check out these videos over here for some more great content. Talk to you later. Bye.